All right then. So for those on the live stream, unfortunately, Sanjay seems to have some technical issues. I've not actually heard from him, so I don't know what's going on for him at all. But he hasn't turned up for the live call. He's not been responding to my emails. So I'm hoping that everything is okay with him. But I asked the audience what they would prefer, whether we just call it a day, or if they would like me to kind of just tune in and see what comes through for today, and then also maybe do some mini sessions with people. And they chose to have me, which was lovely. Thank you. So let's have a look. Okay, so if you've got any questions about ascension or shifting consciousness or standing in your sovereignty, empowerment, whatever you want to ask, and I will also do some mini sessions as well, and we will just see where we end up. It's going to be a bit of a free-for-all. But yeah, funnily enough, actually, not funnily enough, I mean, I say that, but you know, it's I've been working with spirit for so long, and yet I still find it really funny when things happen like this. I had a feeling, and so I did all my preparation as if I was going to do a healing session for somebody. And at the time I was thinking, why am I doing the preparation as if I'm going to do a healing? And ta-da! There we go. All is perfect and in perfect timing. So Julie has said, can you possibly help me clear an energy knot in my neck? It's been there for a few weeks, and I've been working with the energy and Archangel Michael to clear it, but I haven't had much change. Okay. Right. Julie. There you go. I'm allowing you to talk, Julie.
Hi, Louise.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. I'm so impressed that you just forge on, because that would definitely make me uncomfortable to have things change. Just shows that you're flexible.
Well, actually, okay. So one of the things that is coming through is allowing yourself to be flexible. You know, this in your neck is all about okay, what they're showing me is like a rubber bendy pipe. They show me all kinds of strange things, but it's like a rubber bendy pipe, and that's what you want to be, but it's really quite rigid, and it's about lack of trust. So it's about lack of trust in what is actually flowing to you. I mean, obviously the throat, anything around the neck, anything around the kind of the upper shoulders, your mouth area, is all about your ability to hear the guidance that is coming through for you, and also your ability to express your truth, and kind of fully be in your flow. So what I'm being shown is okay, now I'm being shown swaying trees and things like that. So this is about this versatility, this flexibility, but that's based in trust. So it's about releasing where there has. Okay, so now they're showing me these like these really, really long thorns and really like big shards. Okay, I'm just going to ask them to come in and do some clearing work, because they're giving me imagery. I'm getting a sense that this is partly within your past life, but then I'm also seeing strands coming off. It's like the branch of a tree. There's a branch of a tree that's stemming from your past life, but then there's also branches that go up into your ancestral lineage as well. And okay, so other existences that you've got within this, other dimensional existences where you exist in this moment, so alternate universes, alternate dimensions where you currently are. So it's not just past life, it's also in your energy field within the now, but not in the existence that you are here experiencing. And it's around lack of trust and mistrusting the messages, guidance that are coming in, and this inflexibility. So just calling in your healing team, those beautiful divine beings of love and light that are specifically here to work with you in your energy, and just feeling them coming into your field. And they're just surrounding you in a beautiful orb of light. And this orb of light is kind of turquoise, but a kind of a mixture of lilacs and pinks as well. And it seems to be swirling. So it seems to be swirling from the bottom and rising up, rising up. So an aspect of the violet flame is within that. But there's also this turquoise energy too. And that's just kind of flowing up. And it's actually flowing up from the base of you. So there's quite a lot of fear that is surprisingly, it's being lifted. I would imagine that it was going to go down, but it's not. It's coming up. So it's just being lifted up with this turquoise energy. And then when it comes to around the higher heart, the throat area, they're going in and they're working within this branch, and they're just clearing it out, and they're just sending this flow of energy, this turquoise and this violet and this pink energy down through the greater of the branches and then the different stems. And some members of your healing team are separating, they're going off into those different timelines. And they're just working on those aspects and areas and those points in time and space. So what I'm seeing is that your healing team are traveling down through like a wormhole into those points of time and space, and they're just pouring this healing energy into those moments and releasing, clearing, filling that space with whatever it is that you needed in that moment to enable you to be safe, feel safe, because there were some vows, some expressions, and there's also a soul binding, a soul agreement. Okay. So just seeing like a heavy, dark energy lifting up out of those spaces, and those spaces are again being filled from the bottom up with this beautiful violet and turquoise and pink energy. It is like three separate rays that are coming in, so they're bringing three separate aspects to it. So just allowing that clearing, that releasing, that healing. There's a lot of compassion flowing in. So having compassion for yourself in those moments. There's a lot of judgment. There's a heavy sense of judgment, self-judgment pouring in as well. And that's coming through as it's being released. And just letting that lift off. And then as that energy is filling that space now, the wormhole is being dissolved, and it's like the branch is kind of withering. It's now withering all the way back into your field. So it's like the line of distortion that has come in and created this automatic program in your blueprint is now just, it's got no energy to feed it. And so it's like this branch is dying, withering, and it's just dissolving in on itself. And it's just lifted. Okay. And now they're just pouring in, it's like a translucent energy, but it's got these flecks of gold. The only way I can describe it is as if you shook a snow globe, but it had like golden glitter inside it. It's that kind of an energy. It's now pouring into your field, filling whatever gaps. It's just upgrading, clearing, deleting all of the energetic programs within your field. And just filling in some gaps and drawing in some new energetic lines throughout your energy field. Okay. So how are you feeling?
Good, thanks. I appreciate that.
It's okay.
difference yet, but maybe in time, maybe over time.
Yeah, it's when you have energy work done, it's also about you being able to translate that into the physical, into your physical experience. So you're being asked that what messages are you resisting? What messages are you holding? It's kind of like what I'm seeing is kind of like it's like there's a stiff line of energy, like a broom handle that is holding the neck stiff. But it's what are you holding back? What are you resisting allowing to flow through you? And whatever it is, it's having an effect on your heart as well. So there's a link between the messages that you're receiving and what you may be being asked to release and let go, or just let flow, like a situation or an experience. And there's an aspect of holding, but it's all connected into this mistrust. But these energetic distortions that have been playing through, creating an automatic program in your field, have now been released. And those kind of limbs of that branch of the tree has been dissolved and disconnected, that the energetic ability to flow is now cleared. But it's about you allowing that to play out into your real life.
Okay. I certainly think I'm allowing, but so where I'm not, I don't know how to know what I don't know. I work every day on this, so hopefully I'm making a difference.
Yeah, and it's just about being open. I mean, exactly, we don't know what we don't know, but we are given those little pockets of opportunity to kind of get a real sense of something. So allowing yourself to be fully open to receiving the insight into where you just may be holding, and just checking in with your body, certain things that happen in your day, and seeing where you kind of like hold tension. I know for me, I was resisting the knowing of the breakup of my relationship for quite some time, because I didn't want to know it. But there was an aspect of me that knew it was coming before it happened. And so there is that element of something that we avoid, but also sometimes just having this ability to, now this energy is cleared, to be open to whatever is showing up for you over the next coming days or something, gaining a greater insight.
Okay, I will be open.
And I think as well, I know you've been working with Archangel Michael, but I'm getting a sense of Kuan Yin as well, to call in for the compassion, because there's a feminine aspect to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is required. There's a softening, and I think that's what the kind of the pinky color, possibly with the turquoise, was as well. So yeah, tuning into Kuan Yin and allowing her to come through with any messages or any insights that she may have for you.
Thank you, Louise.
No worries. Thanks for calling. Right then. Jenny's got a hand up. I'm just going to check the chat box as well. Okay. Hello, Susan, joining from Bournemouth. I'm glad that you're here too. I'm going to go to Jenny Hansen, and then I'll come to you, Vicky. Hi, Jenny. Are you there? Oh, you need to unmute yourself. I don't think I can unmute you. Jenny Hansen, are you there? Oh, there you go. Are you able to speak? I don't know. I can't hear you, Jenny, if you are speaking. Oh, you're trying. It shows you as unmuted now. It showed you as muted before. You can put it in chat. Yeah. I'll just disable talking. Okay. Oh, I've got some questions in the Q&A. You're trying to live authentic from your heart, opening your heart. Yeah, this year is all about opening our hearts. It's all about allowing ourselves to live more within the energy and practicing the energy of unconditional love for ourselves. Jenny, what I'm feeling around your heart is there's like a cloud surrounding your heart of, it's like smoke, it's like grey smoke, but it feels like shadow, and it actually feels like it's pressing on your heart and contracting it as well. So I'm getting a lot of stuff about childhood memories. I'm seeing lots and lots and lots and lots of children. So I'm getting the sense that this isn't just from this lifetime. There's a lot of fear and a lot of anguish. So I'm just going to call in your healing team, just allowing their energies to drop in and feel them as they form a circle around you. I'm feeling quite a lot of pain in your heart at the minute now. So, okay, what they're showing me is there's like a rift, there's like a tear within your energetic matrix. Okay. So it's kind of as if you're calling in, you're calling in a lot of pain to you, and it's being expressed through you. It is really quite painful, actually. I'm going to just ask them to do that which is in your greatest and highest good to enable you to step forward on your highest trajectory, to fully step into your sovereignty, into your authenticity, and to enable you to connect fully into your own timeline, releasing all other timelines of other individuals that are not directly attached to you, just to clear your field. And a lot of this smoke that is surrounding your heart is actually now being sucked out through this rift before they actually seal it up. And it's as if it was creating distortion within your field and creating a lot of confusion as to what is yours. So there was a lot of confusion around what is your truth, being able to stand fully in your truth, because it was being clouded by all of these other energies. But it was stemming from a particular experience that was kind of pulsing out, magnetically drawing to you similar people, similar experiences, similar woundings, as if you were kind of like healing the world through this magnetic resonance with all of these other, kind of like a collective stream of consciousness coming through, which is absolutely fine if it's done consciously. You know, a lot light workers are here to do a lot of healing, but when it's not done consciously, when it's done completely unconsciously, then it just creates this confusion as to what are you here to do, you know, what is your stuff. And then again, if you're feeling this heaviness around your heart, then it's going to be a real struggle to open your heart and keep your heart open. So standing in your sovereignty is partly kind of saying, you know, this is me, this is mine, and I'm willing to do the work on clearing and healing myself. By the way, your healing team is just kind of clearing out the energy around your heart center, and it's also bringing forward the one child that was you. So just allowing your awareness to drop down into your heart center so that you can join them with this child energy. And it's just unifying. I just want to unify you with this child energy that had been wounded, that is now being filled with golden and diamond light, and shifting from wounded child to magical child. And actually it's now got like wings, like fairy wings on its back. So just allowing yourself to merge in, allowing yourself to unify in with this now radiant childlike energy. And it's going to bring kind of excitement, curiosity, wonder back into the process of stepping fully into your authenticity. It's going to feel more like a game as opposed to a chore. Okay. Why would you call in pain? It's again, we call in lots of different distortions within our fields. None of us come in with a original divine blueprint. There's lots of different distortion that's kind of individual to our soul journey, but also to the previous past lives. You know, if you've got martyr energy, if you've got the rescuer energy or the savior energy within any of your previous lifetimes, and then you're going to be really open. But this was actually like a tear within your energetic matrix, within your field, which was actually letting these other energies through from not just this collective, but, you know, other collectives. And okay, so what I'm getting is there was a real strong mother-like energy as well. This kind of sense of mothering, and this sense that you're actually, you know, it's part of your role, you know, as a light worker, as stepping into service work. And again, the distortion of the concept of service work. It's like, you know, we're here to assist everybody. We're here to make everybody okay at the expense of ourselves, to the detriment of ourselves. And that's not what we've come here. It may have been a role that we played previously, but it's not what we've come here to do in this existence. You know, service work, yes, we're here to assist the global awakening. Yes, we're here to assist with others in raising their frequency, but we're doing it through being able to be our own sovereign selves and radiating that energy out into the collective and showing others and giving that permission slip to others so that they can step into that role of themselves, that unified role that they hold within themselves, so that they can be sovereign beings, as opposed to the quite disempowering perspective of you know, I'm here to sort everything out for you. I'm here to kind of mother you because you're not strong enough to do the work yourself. So how are you feeling, Jenny? It's difficult because you can't speak. You felt a heavy pulling out the top of your, yeah. There was quite a lot of releasing, but now that this rift in your field has been sealed, there should be less confusion within your field now. So your ability to connect more with your authenticity will be stronger, because it's not going to be so blurred with all of these other energies. But that small child, it turned into this kind of really magical child with these like fairy wings. It had this real sense of excitement, real sense of curiosity and wonder about, you know, whatever clearing work you have to do, or whatever lightening that you have to bring through. Okay. The one day you're on the phone, not the laptop. Yeah, well, never mind. Susan, yes. Basically, a number of people have got their hands raised. I've got a number of questions in the Q&A, and I've got a number of people saying on chat. So I'm just tuning in and letting Spirit guide me as to who gets to speak next. And if it is your turn, then if you've got your hand raised, I will enable talking for you, but you won't see other people on the video because it's a webinar and not a meeting room, and the webinar just has the speaker panel. So okay. Ooh. Right, Jenny, so I'm just disconnecting from your field, but your healing team are still going to continue doing a little bit of work on you. Just they're going to put a container of light around you as well, just so you can integrate the little bit of healing that you've had as well now. Okay, so I'm just scrolling back up on the chat just to make sure that I haven't missed anybody. Vicky. Okay, so connecting in with Vicky, and I'm going to see if I can bring you on to speak. Vicky, are you able to speak?
Hi, Lou.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Thanks so much for taking my question.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a bit easier if I can speak to people.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're asking about an energy block in your sacral and your root chakra. You feel it's related to a past life death, related to childbirth. Okay, so when I'm tuning in, all I'm getting is blackness. Okay. So I'm just getting a big bit of blackness within your sacral and your root chakra. But I'm actually getting the sense of it feels more like a void space than a complete block. So what I'm getting is that it's not blocked energy per se. It's an aspect of perfect timing, but there's also something that is feeding into it that is unresolved, that is holding you in this space. And it's that other thing that gets to be resolved before you can move on from this. This feels like a container. It feels like a container space, a void space of inaction, but there isn't inaction. It's like the creation energy before the act of creation. There is an aspect of allowing yourself to receive, and allowing yourself to be comfortable with the divine feminine aspect. So the masculine aspect is the doing, and it's the act of creation. But that act of creation energy can't come in until something is resolved within you. So I'm just calling in your healing team and saying, okay. So I've just called in your healing team, but what I'm actually now seeing is like, it's like a whole tribe around a fire. So this is actually kind of more ancestral soul family. Okay, so the healing team have now, they're within your field, but they've gone into this area where this tribe is, and this tribe is now guiding them to this point, and it's down the ancestral lineage. And they're just allowing that point to expand. I'm getting real sharp pain in my ear. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot of pain held within this energetic space. There's a lot of grief in this energetic space. And I'm seeing images, but the way I work is not to connect people to the stories of what happened. It's just to clear the energy. And you don't need to see what's going on in here, but the healing team are working within this space. And they're not only working within the immediate, but they're working within the outer group, because this energetic incident has affected the whole soul group. It has kind of put this pause on, and it's come down the female lineage. So there's a lot of grief. There's a lot of grief being released and lifted up. And I'm just seeing layers and layers and layers of this coming up and off. Okay. So there's fragments that have been removed. It's like there'd been like thorns stuck in this particular. It had been festering. It had just not been able to be healed, and it had tracked down like poison tracks from an infection throughout the blood. It had just tracked down and through. So they're just clearing the whole bloodline now. They're just kind of drawing it out, releasing these fragments, releasing these thorns. So they're pouring in loads and loads of diamond white light just to lift the energy. And they're doing a lot of healing work within your field now to release kind of like trapped trauma. And it's come through into your cellular memory, it's come through into your energetic matrix, and it's actually releasing up through your spinal column. And it's lifting and clearing. So there is this heaviness within your pelvis. So they're now working within that, because they couldn't get to that until that other had been cleared. Okay, so they're still doing a bit of work out at that point in time and space, and now they're working within your physical energetic matrix. Okay, they've now got energy starting to flow down your legs again. And what it seems to me is like they're just doing a flush. They're doing a flush through your energetic field and just allowing whatever debris and whatever is ready to dislodge and release to be let go. And it's just clearing this trauma. And it's trauma that you've carried through this female lineage. It's like a trauma memory signature. And it's got a flavor of a curse, but it isn't a curse. It's just a strong trauma signature. Okay. So they're just flushing through. You've got stuff lifting up through your spinal column, but you've also got like denser energy and energy flowing down into your abdomen. Your abdomen is now turning into a kind of a golden kind of Catherine wheel, and the energy is just flowing from your pelvis down your legs and out through your feet. And just allowing yourself to release all that is no longer serving you, all that is ready to be released in this moment. This isn't yours to hold. And what I'm getting is when the integration of this work is done, you'll be ready to come out of this void space, and this void space will shift. This void space will shift from kind of like a dense holding cell into a more loving, nurturing, allowing yourself to fully receive, ready for the act of creation, as it were. So this is going to assist you in your manifestation abilities in all areas and aspects. You've got lots of projects, lots of plans that you've got within your energy field that are wanting to come through, ready to actually start flowing. And so you're going to get that urge, but also that ability to take action a lot more. Okay. So they finish the work in that timeline. Now fully filled that with light. They've cleared through the bloodline. They've cleared through the whole bloodline, and this will go on. The healing work that's been done will move on to any future progenies of all of the female line. And the energy is going to continue releasing through your legs. It's just going to take a couple of days to fully clear and release, but just allowing, if you can get out onto the earth at any point, walk barefoot, just to help with the clearing and releasing. And a member of your healing team is going to stay with you for the whole duration. So you're not going to have this feeling of alone. Because there's an energy of abandonment that could creep in, but it's not. It's allowing yourself to feel held now within this void space, coming to peace with the void.
Wow. So I'm really emotional. I've got tears streaming down my face, but I completely resonate with everything you said there, and yeah, I really feel that that's the case. Everything you said, I just completely related to, and yeah, funnily enough, I've been out. All I've wanted to do the last few days is walk. Yeah, so that's just perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
But you know, this, because this energy is now shifted to this kind of this container of being held, allowing yourself to walk, particularly barefoot on the earth, is allowing yourself to connect with that divine feminine energy that is there to support you during this. Yes, that energy is going to be flowing through you and out, and the earth is more than happy to take that and transmute that energy, because you are willing to do the work. You know, the earth doesn't want us dumping on it. But when we work co-creatively, when we are in that place of, you know, I'm committed to my path, I'm committed to do the work on myself.
Yeah.
You know, the elementals, the earth, more than happy to assist us in that process. So yeah, the more that you can actually allow your energy to kind of fully connect, barefoot, laying on the grass. I mean, I know it feels a bit more like spring in England now.
Yeah.
So it's a bit easier to do.
Definitely.
But yeah, you should feel better over the next couple of days, but you are not alone. And that sense of abandonment, it kind of is in the background wanting to creep in, but you're not alone. You have one of the member of your healing team with you, and that is specifically because of that.
Okay.
That tendency for that energy to come in.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries. Lovely to assist you at this time.
Thank you.
Okay. What time is it? Goodness gracious. Time flies, doesn't it? Okay, where am I going now? Okay. Oof. God. Oof. Wow. Where do you want me to go? Because somebody's got some strong energy that needs releasing. Okay. Alina. Okay, let's see if we can bring Alina on. Alina, are you able to talk? Can you unmute yourself, Alina? No, you can just type. Okay. I'll disable talking again. So I'm just reading. Oh, God. I've actually got loads of pain just under, it would be my left. I'm not very good with my left and rights. Yeah, my left. It feels actually like somebody is really compressing. It's like I can't breathe on that side. Oh, God. Yeah, and loads of pain in my back. Loads of pain on that left-hand side in my upper back. And it's like I'm struggling to breathe on that side. So I'm just going to ask your healing team to come in because this feels really, really uncomfortable. Okay. So just allowing your healing team to come in. And actually, you've got a real mixture within your healing team, Alina. You've got some galactics coming in. But you've also got some dragons. You've got a crystalline dragon and turquoise dragon. Okay, they're just working within your energetic matrix around your heart center, around this left side of your upper chest. And what it actually feels like they're doing is they're reconstructing. It actually feels as if that whole side of you has been crushed. It felt really, really constraining, constricting. I really couldn't breathe through that side, and loads of pain. And they're just working within there. The galactics are literally kind of rebuilding the energetic matrix around that aspect. It's just like, it actually looks to me as if it's like a crushed tin can, you know. It's and what I'm getting, the picture, the image that they're giving me is like when you have a vacuum and like all the air is sucked out of something. So okay, so if you had like a plastic drink thing and you sucked all the juice out of it, and then you kept on sucking, and just the whole thing collapsed in on itself. It's kind of, that is what it was like. So it's kind of like the whole of your energy has been sucked out of there. Anyway, they're reconstructing it. They're kind of building the whole matrix back up again. So you may feel some sensations, you know, it may feel like it's kind of popping kind of back out again. And I'm certainly feeling a lot more space. So there was a lot of pain being generated from that. There was also, I mean, you would never mind the whole emotional energetics of the events that had created this an energetic collapse of your light body. It literally is like the life force had been sucked out of that aspect of your light body. And I've never come across that before. I've never come across something so intense. The dragons are working within your, as the galactics are building, they're literally building like a construction site. I can just see them working around, building basically your energy matrix back up. And the dragons are actually the ones that are bringing the energy back in. It's kind of like they're breathing fire back into your lungs, if that makes sense. But it's not fire, it's this beautiful crystalline energy. And the turquoise energy, it's going through, it's clearing and releasing the emotional trauma, the connections and attachments. You've actually got some connections and attachments to the I want to say individuals, but you know, whoever was involved in the situation that created this incredible trauma, you've still got energetic connections and attachments to those. And that's bleeding through as well. So they're dissolving those, healing, re-establishing higher vibrational connections and attachments. Okay. And then they're kind of just breathing this crystalline fire, but it's not fire, it's liquid light energy. But what I am getting is they're also restoking your fire, because this has impacted on your ability to hold and own your own eternal flame. Your ability to really hold and own your power. There's a lot of stuff going off now in your crown. The whole of the top of my head has started tingling. So yeah, now that you kind of have this reconstruction, you're receiving a whole mass of energy coming through the top of your head. And just allowing yourself to receive, and just allowing the downloads to come through, and allowing them to unfold perfectly in perfect timing for you. I really get a sense now that you can take a deep breath. And again, you know, this is going to be ongoing. This healing is going to be ongoing for you. It's not something that we can just do in like 5 or 10 minute slot. They are going to be working within your field. Your healing team are going to be with you. They're just now built like scaffolding. They're built like this crystalline container around you, because this work, this reconstruction work is of your light body is going to take a bit of time. And the thing is, with all healing work, we are ready for only so much, and they don't want to kind, you know, of course they can do it in an instant, but we would collapse because we physically couldn't take that level of energy coming through. So the process has to be done in an absolute perfect timing for you. So that's why they're going to be with you, working over you. So what I will say to you, Alina, is be very gentle with yourself over the next few days, because you are having ongoing healing and you are receiving these new downloads of energy that are coming through. And these downloads of energy, yes, they're restoring the kind of, if you like, the physicals. It's not physical, but if you get what I mean, the physical landscape of your light body, but they're also now kind of allowing this whole side of your heart field has not had any kind of nourishment or energy flowing through it. You've not been able to breathe. You've not been able to fill with inspiration, with your own divine essence of light within there. So they're doing a lot of recalibrating work. And so the downloads that you're going to be receiving over the next kind of few days, maybe even a week, depending on how much you can take, just allow that to come through. And you will feel the space, your ability to expand your heart growing over the next few days. So again, very, very gentle with yourself. Do exactly whatever it is that you need to do, because you are basically having major heart surgery is what you're having. I feel like I can take a breath now, so hopefully you are feeling that too. Okay, no, it's my pleasure, Alina. So basically Alina's been saying she's had a lot of pain and trauma and suffering in her life. I'm not a miracle worker. I'm just a channel. I'm just an open conduit. It's your highest aspect of self that is doing the work. I'm just facilitating the process. But yes, finally being able to take a deep breath, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, honest to goodness, that was so much pain that I felt beforehand. Crazy amount. So yeah, go gently with yourself. But thank you for joining us and sharing that. All right, I've just scrolled up actually because I had my eyes closed before. Yes, your left-hand side has always been off and you've had all kinds of problems, compressed. Brilliant. Absolutely fabulous. I would say Jenny's just said she's just lost all sound. Is anybody else able to hear me? She's asking if it's just her computer. Can anybody just type in the chat whether you can hear me? You can hear. Fabulous. I think it's just you, Jenny. Sorry. I'm going to type it to... Right. Okay, where are we going now? What time are we at? 6 minutes past, but we did start a bit later. You lost contact too. Maybe, I don't know, I brought some heavy energies through there. Brought some really strong energies through. So, maybe the internet was struggling a little bit to hold space with that energy. Okie dokie, fabulous. Let's see where we're going. Okay. All right, I'm going to go to Nikki Partridge. Are you able to speak, Nikki? Or do you wish to speak? I'm going to allow you to talk. No problems if you don't want to, though. Are you there, Nikki? Do you want to unmute yourself? Are you able to unmute yourself? No? Okay, I'll go from what you've written. I've allowed Nikki to speak, so if Nikki unmutes herself now, she should be able to speak. But other people can't speak unless I give permission for people to speak. Okay, well, I'm going to read what you've written. Long-term issues with your daughter. Used to get on really well, live with guilt that she's distanced herself, especially in her childhood. Pain is horrible from childhood. Okay, well, what is coming through, Nikki, is everybody's journey is their own individual journey. I don't know how old your daughter is, but I'm presuming that she is over the age of 18. Okay. Everyone's journey is their journey, and there are no mistakes. So there are no accidents. So a soul's journey is something that it chooses. And, we come to experience certain energies, situations to enable our own growth. And from a soul level, we all agreed to play the different roles. So the guilt that you are holding on to is just something to allow yourself to let go of, because everything that has happened between you, or even if it's just something that is perceived to have happened from another's perspective, has been perfect, both in your journey and theirs. And it's all around what we've called in to play. Because from a soul perspective, both you and your daughter, as souls, agreed to come down and play these roles. So all you can do is the healing work that you hold, to work on yourself in making peace from the eternal aspect of soul perspective. There is nothing to make peace about. There is nothing to forgive, because everything is perfect. From the lower embodied aspect of that eternal soul self into your physical form and connected to your human aspect of self, then there's the letting go. There's the letting go of any guilt. There's the letting go and freeing yourself from these shackles, which we can do by allowing the lower vibrational connection and attachment that you have between you and your daughter to be lifted, let go, and to upgrade that energetic connection from one that comes from your higher heart, from your highest aspect of self to theirs. So, we release and let go all of the lower energies. So because this is an energetic, in a way, relational energetic issue, for everybody and anybody who's on the call who has a similar issue, whether it be with a person, a place, or an energy, you can do this, and we'll go through this process, and you can do this individually yourselves and just follow the process through. So I'm just going to call in everybody's healing team, and for everybody who's ready to release whatever lower vibrational energetic attachments and cords that they may be holding to a person, place, or thing, an energy. And just allowing your healing teams to drop in around you. For those of you who've already been having work done, your healing teams are already in your field. And if this is too much in addition to the work that you've had done, they will not allow this work to be completed. You will just be maintaining the current healing that you've been receiving tonight. Because for some of you, you know, it would just be too much for you to handle right now with the heavy, strong healing work that you've been receiving. But for those within the call or listening on replay, just allowing yourself to connect in with either a toxic relationship, a lower vibrational energetic attachment or cord that you may have with a person, a place, or an energy. It can be money, it can be power, it can be love, it can be anything. And just allowing yourself to connect in with that lower energetic connection and attachment as your own divine healing team surround you with their love and light. And we're calling in these divine beings of love, light, integrity, honor, grace, truth, serenity, peace, justice, with the perfect healing, the perfect messages, and the perfect guidance for each and every one of you. And just feeling into where these attachments and connections are within your energetic field. And you may feel them in one place, you may feel them in multiple places. And Nikki, you've got them in multiple places. And just allowing yourself to be aware of where these energies are attached and connected. You may see, sense, feel, or know that those attachments are there. They may look a certain way. They may have a certain fabric or shape. Just getting a bit of a flavor of them as you visualize in front of you the person, the energy, the place, the object. And if it is an energy, just allowing it to take shape and form before you in the perfect way for you. But for you, Nikki, this is your daughter. So bringing the energetic representation of your daughter's energy before you as you connect in with these attachments, these energetic attachments. And we can only release lower vibrational energetic attachments. We can only transmute those. And if the energetic attachment is no longer in your highest and greatest good, it will dissolve completely. But if there is an energetic attachment to be maintained, it will be able to be re-established from your higher heart, from your higher self. So for some of you, the releasing of the lower vibrational aspect will completely dissolve this energetic attachment, sending back the energy to yourself and to the other with divine love and light. But for Nikki, because this is your daughter, and in a way you have this soul contract to be the guide, the overseer of their journey throughout their younger years, this energetic attachment is going to be transmuted into this highest aspect. So allowing this feel of the attachments, there may be multiple, there may be one, but for Nikki there are multiple. And allowing yourself to see, sense, feel, or know the energy before you of your daughter. And with absolute love and honor, your healing team are just working to unplug, disconnect, unhook, release these different energetic attachments that are of a lower vibrational aspect. And just allowing them to release with love, with gratitude for the service that they have played within both of your existences. And sending that energy back, making sure that all cell and soul fragments are returned to their rightful place, their rightful owners, so that you are not holding on to any of her divine essence and she is not holding on to any of yours. And this is done through the direct communication of each of your higher selves. And as your healing team is working within your field, and as the divine essence is being returned, and any divine essence that you are holding is being returned, feeling that energy flowing back to your heart space, reconnecting with the eternal flame that resides within your heart space. And then when you feel all of the different lower vibrational cords and attachments have disconnected, and all of the areas within your field that they had been connecting into have been sealed, so that you're not leaking any energy, and that there are no holes or tears within your field, and that your field has been returned to sovereignty as is hers. Allowing a liquid golden light to flow in an infinity loop from your higher heart to the higher heart of your daughter, and for everybody else from your higher heart to the higher heart of the energy, the person, the place, the thing. Allowing that energy to flow in a beautiful sideways figure of 8 from your higher self to their higher self. Re-establishing this connection, this energetic connection between you and your daughter, in Nikki's case. From your higher self to their higher self, from the state of divine neutrality, unconditional love. And really allowing that energetic flow to fully establish. As both of you are now encompassed in a column of light, and this is your chakra column that is opening and expanding from the very center, the very core of your being, the very core of your daughter's being. And this is just receiving diamond photonic white light with crystalline flecks through it, just flowing down, bringing all into alignment, clearing, releasing, aligning, restoring, allowing each of your individual chakras to come into balance, into full alignment. So that the full center of your being is now a column of pure white light, as is the full center of your daughters. And you allow yourself to open up fully to that flow of your own divinity, your own divine love light, feeling that flow of pure unconditional love to you, through you, and from you, filling you, filling all the spaces that had been created by the removal of these cords and attachments, plumping out your energetic field, feeling your field expanding as you fill more and more with your own divine light. Allowing yourself to receive the love that you have for yourself from the highest aspects of your being, and allowing that energy to really flow down into all aspects of your energetic form, all the way down into your lowest vibrational aspect, which is your physical form. Feeling that energy flowing down From your head down through your throat, down into your heart space expanding, opening, allowing some of the walls of protection, some of the walls that are ready to disintegrate and dissolve, to release so that your heart can open and expand even more. Allowing your heart to heal as you allow this divine love light to flow to you, through you, from you, filling you with your own unconditional love for self. Allowing that energy to again flow down your column into your upper abdomen, filling your lower abdomen all the way down into the very base. And then flowing down through your legs, down through the very center of your legs, down through your feet into the earth, all the way down, connecting in with the diamond heart of Gaia, the highest vibrational aspect of Mother Earth, Gaia, Tara, in her elevated form. Just allowing yourself to connect in, allowing yourself to receive the flow of the divine love and light that the planetary consciousness that you are holds for you. And receiving that flow of golden crystalline consciousness back up through your chakra column, allowing it to mix and merge within your heart center, again allowing your heart to expand even more. Feeling held, feeling nurtured, allowing yourself to be the small child sitting in the lap of the Divine Mother and receiving the love, the unconditional love, the nurturance, the support that you require to enable you to allow your heart to heal. Releasing and letting go of any and all shackles, any and all lower vibrational emotions, thought forms, and allowing them to flow down into the diamond heart of Gaia for transmutation. Allowing yourself to release all that no longer serves, all that is blocking you from coming into wholeness, oneness, coming into your stillness. And feeling the connection from your higher heart to the higher heart, the higher consciousness of your daughter, from Nikki's case, and for everybody else, feeling that flow of energy, that connection from your higher self, your higher heart, to whoever, whatever energy it is that you have upgraded this energetic connection to. And once again, allowing the image, the representation of the energy to recede as you fully come back into awareness of your own light body. Allowing your healing team to work within the outer aspects of your light body, just clearing and cleansing, making some adjustments. Activating some dormant aspects of your light body. Adjusting your Akashic record. Clearing, deleting any old files relating to stories of the past. Clearing and releasing that which has been held within your cellular memory, your DNA. bringing you into a state of divine neutrality, in alignment with this new connection and energetic attachment. And just allowing yourself to take a nice deep breath as you fill yourself up with your own divine light. And from this now more open heart space, allowing that light to radiate out from you on your out breath. And filling the energetic space that you're in, the physical space that you're in. And then feeling yourself becoming more aware of your physical body and the space that it's in. And everybody coming back. Wow, I'm just aware of the time. I think we're going to have to call it a day there. You saw lots of green and purple, Nikki. Yeah, such lovely vibrations. Every vibration is unique. You're going to receive exactly what is right for you. It's just allowing those rays, those vibrations of divine love and light, however they show up for you, to be absorbed by your field, to fill your field. It really is all about us allowing our hearts to open. And this whole year really is about healing the heart, coming more into unconditional self-love for self. And that means unconditional self-acceptance and unconditional self-responsibility, but from a place of non-judgment, from a place of absolute knowing that none of us are victims. We all came here. We all came here from a soul perspective, with a certain set of energies that we wanted to master, with a certain set of experiences that we were going to have. And therefore allowing ourselves to look upon everything, all of the stories of our lives, because we'll all have many, many different stories in our lives, with love, but without judgment, knowing that everything was perfect. And it doesn't matter whether you played a role or somebody else played a role, that it was all part of this journey of expansion, of stepping into the ability for us to step into our sovereignty. And sometimes we create contrasts. I created a contrast of disempowerment so that I could know what it feels like to stand in my sovereignty, because I've known what it feels like to give my power away to everybody and to disempower myself. So it's really allowing us to kind of let go of all the stories, to disconnect from the energy attached, the emotional energy, the mental energy that is attached to those stories. And we can do this, and you can repeat this with anything, with anyone. And sometimes, those cords, those energetic attachments, we just don't need them anymore. They may be to a person that is no longer, they played that role in your journey, and it's no longer a part of your journey to hold that energy or to be connected to that energy. But as long as we allow those energetic attachments to be maintained, they're either going to be draining us, or we're going to be draining them, or they're just going to be connecting us to that story, that time in space, that situation. So, we can do this as many times as we feel the need to. We can do multiple energies in one go. It's whatever feels right. So Karen was saying she's felt 2 cords come away, and that was really needed. Yeah. So just trusting that when you do this process, it's going to be perfect for you. So for some of you, it's going to be one big thing, and for other people, it might be a number of different cords and attachments to things. So, but this is something that you can repeat, you know, just allowing yourself to kind of tune in, connect in. And even if you just set the intention that, you know, you're going to call in your healing team and you just want to release the energetic cords and the lower vibration energetic cords and attachments that are holding you back, or, you know, stopping you from standing in your power, or that are, you know, in whatever way creating a block for you in this moment, then those cords and attachments will come into your awareness and they can be cleared. And you don't even have to know the stories of it, because if you set the intention that, you know, if they're going to be cleared and you don't need to reestablish the connection, you'll know. But if they get to be cleared and you get to reestablish that connection from your highest aspect of self to the other persons or the energies or whatever, then it will happen and it will just flow. But you can also listen back onto the replay as well. Right. Are we supposed to try and aim more to mental rather than emotional planes? Are we supposed to try and aim more to mental rather than emotional planes? What we're aiming for is to embody our light, to raise our frequency, raise our vibration, to clear whatever lower vibrational energy attachments or any emotion, you know, blocked emotions or thought forms, belief programs. So again, one of the things that is good to do in terms of the shadow work is, you know, when you get triggered, allowing yourself to be really open to any emotions that come up, allowing yourself to be open to, you know, it can be the voice of somebody or an image of somebody, but it's attached to a belief program that is causing the block. So it's not necessarily that we're aiming to be more mental rather than emotional, because it's about us coming into wholeness, into oneness, into balance. So one aspect not being overpowering another. It's allowing our highest aspect of self to come down and be embodied within our lowest vibration aspect, our physical form, but throughout the many layers of our light body. And it's about clearing and releasing and allowing your heart to expand. You know, if the talks that I'm going to be having on the Thursday is all about, you know, this year and moving forward is all about our ability to discern. And we discern by coming out of the head and dropping into the heart, because it's from the heart space and it's that feeling energy. And some people will really feel it in their body, and other people will just feel it more on a esoteric sense. But coming into that feeling, and that is your truth, and allowing yourself to reestablish that relationship with yourself, with your truth. And it all starts in the heart, which is why this year a lot of it's about revelation, a lot of it's about heart healing. So allowing whatever is coming up for you that is creating these blocks to you being able to connect with your truth, or creating these blocks that stop the flow of your energy fully passing through you into the ability to manifest, allowing them to be released, allowing them to be cleared. So I hope that answers your question. All right, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody's calls, but I was tuning in to the people who most needed the work today, and we kind of got to do a bit of a group one anyway as well. So sorry that Sanjay wasn't able to join us. I'm hoping to hear from him. I do have Saturday still free if he is able to kind of reschedule, but we'll see. If not, I'll invite him back for season 6, and fingers crossed he's able to join us then. But everything in perfect timing, and I always trust the universe has its own plan, and it's all perfect for what people's needs are in each moment. So much love to you all. I will be on tomorrow all being well, although I have heard from Micaiah with Micaiah Miracle. So I'm really excited because he's a brand new speaker to the summit. So I'm excited to play with him and see what comes through in that session. So if you can, please feel free to join us then. Take care, have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all again tomorrow for some more fun. Take care then. Bye. Much love.